I'm Audrey, and I'm here with Teresa and Demetrius, and we're about to take a look at Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. So let's take it away.
Yeah, so I just kind of want to re-hit that. Yesterday in the Nintendo Direct, we announced that the hero of the Dragon Quest series is going to be added as a fighter to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super, super exciting. In addition, so the hero that's the hero for Dragon Quest XI's, he will be featured as a selectable fighter in addition to the hero from Dragon Quest VIII, Dragon Quest IV, and Dragon Quest III. So
this is a truly legendary franchise, so it's so great to have it represented.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for those that haven't played Dragon Quest XI before, this is, and you want to know more about the background story to the hero, this is an awesome, awesome game for you to get more of that background. And so I'm actually going to run through a bunch of features that, you know, people that have played the Dragon Quest XI game before, you'll see some new content. But, you know, this is also a great starting point for anybody that hasn't picked up a Dragon Quest game in the past to just really dive in deep. And there's so much content for you to check out. So I'm actually in Warriors Rest In. We're going to start here. And just to kind of give you a preview of what the story is, I am the Luminary, the hero of light, but I have been dubbed as Darkspawn by the king. Something's awry.
That's not very nice, no.
I mean, I'm supposed to be bringing peace to the land, but instead I'm being hunted by an entire armada. So I've been dubbed the Harbinger of Destruction, and I'm accruing some loyal companions to come along with my journey, along with me in my journey to figure out what's going on, and also more about my past, because I really don't know much about it from the beginning of the game.
All together, right?
I want to learn more about that little guy.
Yeah, so this little green guy, he is called a Tockle. They had a presence in Dragon Quest XI, but now they have even more so. And I'll actually dive a little bit deeper into how do you interact with them and what they actually do in the game. But for now, I just want to note him that he's really cute.
He's adorable.
He's awesome. There is a purpose for you to interact with these because there are some Tockles in the world that you just can't interact with.
We'll leave his squiggly arms behind for now.
He looks so enamored with you. He was like,
He's cute. I'm enamored with him. So this is my party. I have Sylvando, Veronica, and her sister, Serena. And we're going to make our way here. So this is a way for me to call a horse in order to kind of explore the open area a lot faster. But one of the new things to Dragon Quest XI's is this item here, which will allow me to call a Great Saber Cat. So the Great Saber Cat was an enemy that was available in Dragon Quest XI originally, but now I'm actually able to ride it. And there's some weaker enemies that I could actually just knock off.
Way.
Get out.
Mow right through him.
So I don't have to actually fight him. And I kind of want to come and show this view. So you can see Sylvando's ship there in Horizon. We're actually going to get there a bit soon. But I want to roam around here because he's so glorious. He has his own theme song. And also, he has this roar ability that I can actually trigger enemies to come and attack me if I want them to.
But you decided to troll him and run away.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like that. I like trolling. Another thing that I want to point out is this like little glittery thing. This is a point of interest that I definitely want to interact with them because I'll find some items that will help me along in my adventure, and I could always use them.
I also like how you can just hop off your ride right there and just get right back on. It's not like you have to resummon or anything, so that's also really great.
Yeah, and so I also wanted to point out that when I summon the Great Saber Cat, I use this quick commands menu. This is also new to the definitive edition. So I'm able to kind of pick some very key items in my adventure to immediately call, and I just do that by pressing the plus button.
A pocket Great Saber Cat.
It's very important.
Can I get one?
No, he's mine. No.
Very selfish. No wonder they labeled you Darkspawn.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm kind to my friends. D is being a little sassy with me today. All right, so I'm gonna board the Stallion, which is an awesome name for a ship. Again, this is Sylvando's ship, so we're going to make our way to Puerto Valor. So the ship is another way for you to navigate across the world of Verdrea. That's the setting for this world. And I kind of want to show the size of this map. It is massive.
Huge.
It's expansive. So right now we're at the kind of like top mid east side, and we're going to make our way through that valley all the way to the sort of bottom left.
The one thing we want to point out is, well, as you were walking through or riding through, you saw the enemies on the screen, but going on the ship, it's a little different.
Yeah,
in the way
that's
that battles encounters. For a perfect example right here.
Yes, that's right. Thanks for pointing out. Yeah, so while you're exploring, the enemies are out in the open, so you can choose to either interact with them or avoid them. But when you're going on the ship, they're a completely random encounter.
And that's the more traditional kind of Dragon Quest setup, so you get a mixed match of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here I want to show another new feature to the Definitive Edition, which is ultra-fast battle speed. So I'm going to make the battles go a little bit quicker since we're a little bit tight on time, but a lot of content to talk about too.
Puts the monsters in a groove as well.
Yes.
And another thing that I want to talk about is tactics. So tactics is one of the incorporations to the traditional turn-based battle system. This allows me to either dictate how I want my party members to act, or I can ask them to just go on autopilot and choose to either like use a balance of offense, defense, more MP, less MP, go on defense, offense, that sort of thing. So right now I'm just going to control the hero, which I cleverly named 11. And I'm just going to go into battle.
Eric's going to go ahead and show no mercy.
Eric is in the background cheering because I brought out Sylvando instead. But yeah, I am going... Since there's 2 enemies, I'm actually going to use an ability.
Can you use a group spell?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
they didn't like that.
They didn't like that at all.
Not at all.
So one thing, too, you mentioned is that you're now actually moving in 3D space when fighting right there, too, as well.
Mhm.
Right, and I can actually change that camera to a standard, like, or traditional RPG mode. So yeah, right now it's a little bit more dynamic, so I can move around the character, the hero, as I want
Correct.
to.
This is such a
Super
beautiful
amazing.
world, too. The
Right?
sparkling water, the shines on the scales of the mermen. It's
And the
really
soundtrack
pretty.
is amazing. Oh, speaking of soundtrack, I'm
Are
glad
gonna
that you
change
brought that
music?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that's also new to the Definitive Edition is Symphonic, and you might have already heard that because we've been playing it so far. I kind of just want to switch it back to synthesize so you can hear that change.
That Dragon Quest music just
so
gets
good.
you every time. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So we got some more enemies. Oh, we got 4 enemies this time. All right.
Yep. So let's see how we do in this battle.
All right. Casting bang. Tactics. So are you just going to plan to use this character and then have your, your casts kind of just do their own thing at the moment, right?
Yeah, my party, I'm letting them kind of dictate their own battle scheme. I'm just letting them to fight wisely. I'm just going to dictate how I want to the hero to play. But again, this kind of shows how people can really choose how they want to play this game. There's a lot of depth into it. I'm actually going to switch it back to Symphonic because it's such a glorious...
I love this.
It's so good.
True. It's nice to have the option, though, if you want to just play it old school for a while,
Yeah,
switch
yeah.
back
Absolutely.
to Symphonic.
The other
Very
thing I want to
cool.
show is that also new to the Definitive Edition is the changing the voice language to Japanese. So I'm actually going to go do that now. You could also toggle the protagonist's voice. And some people might have also noticed this whole non-battle music option. I'm actually going to get to that in just a bit. But for now, we're just going to keep cruising along here to try to make our way to Puerto Valor.
Which is right there.
Right here. Yes, I do.
Oh, that music.
Hows, but how?
It's so glorious.
It's like as you're sailing across the boat and you have the AC kicking back, I'm just like, I'm on vacation.
All right, so we're on the coast, and I actually think this is a good spot to talk about a new feature to the Definitive Edition. There is this setting called Outfits.
Mm-hmm.
So say that I have specific armor that I really want to use because they're giving me pretty good stats. But there's a specific look that I want to use. I can
That's
just
so cool.
change the look but not have to actually equip it and change my stats.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I can just personalize however I want my guys to look. So
that was snazzy.
I'm actually going to change the look for all of my characters here right now.
And that's so nice to not have to compromise your stats for style.
Yeah. Oh, look at them. They look fabulous. So I'm actually, let's see. Let's move. Ah! No. He just showed up.
It looked great for that
Let's
moment.
move right into a fight.
Yes.
I'm actually going to run away from this one.
Oh, what? No, fight.
But I can't.
Fight. No.
No smooches. That's not what I wanted.
They're making
But
kissy
those big
faces
green
at you.
lips,
You can't take
come on.
it. Yeah.
Gosh, darn it. All right.
You'll be okay. You got this.
I love Sylvando like slicking his hair back.
Such a great character.
Charming, even the smackers.
There we go.
There we go.
So good.
And that was also a good point to hear the Japanese audio.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's move over here. I'm going to bring up the quick commands again and activate photo mode. This was a feature that was available previously in the original Dragon Quest XI game, but I want to highlight this moment because of all of these glorious costumes. So I'm actually going to have them look this way.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. Thumbs up. Excellent. Let's take a photo. Yes.
Ooh, very
Oh, wait, I didn't
nice.
get, yeah, there you are. You're so tiny. There. I'll keep that one. Alrighty. Let's move along up to the shore and see what other sightings we have.
Okay, and then we're making our way. All right.
Oh,
You sure you don't want to fight those enemies?
there was something I did want to mention I forgot. So the Trudane outfit, which the hero's wearing right now, this is actually going to be available in a DLC bundle. And the cool thing about this outfit in particular is that option that I said I was going to talk, which is this. This outfit will open this option for you to switch the non-battle music to Dragon Quest VIII. So
That's
I'm going to
really
actually
cool.
turn that on so fans can actually listen to it, but it is pretty magical for Dragon Quest.
So good.
Yeah.
All right.
Is
now
it
we're
really
making our way, and then we're looking for a particular enemy.
Yeah, so these are Slime Knights, but there's a specific Slime Knight that I'm looking for.
Where is he?
Got all these
This
different
one.
terrains and areas that we've been to already.
Yeah, so some enemies, they don't glitter. Wow, he's running away from me.
Oh!
You! Why would you do that?
You coward.
Seriously. So anyway,
Camera shy.
what I
Yeah.
was going to say is that some enemies are glittering, and those are the ones that I know that I can mount those, use them as a ride once I defeat them. Unfortunately, they are super
fled the
cowardly
scene.
today, and they
Yeah.
fled the scene, and I really, really wanted to show them. So I'm actually gonna, let's see.
Oh, I see some
Oh,
more.
I see one.
Is this one?
Maybe.
Not shiny.
No.
No, I don't want you.
Of course, he's not a coward.
Go away.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'm just going straight for it
Yeah.
because I don't want him to run away.
Oh,
All
and we got
right.
some additional folks here, so okay.
Yep. So, Dee, as you had mentioned, I am able to dictate every single party member. I
Correct.
can also move them around. I really don't want to right now.
But no, it's cool to have that up. Dang. Goodbye. Oh, that's why they were running away. They're getting one shot.
Ah,
Oh, nice heal,
thank
though.
you, Serena.
All right. So there's
Yes, it
all
is
different
high.
kinds, too. So it looks like also one thing we probably should cover is just like the different abilities everyone has. I know that you're kind of using your sword, doing primary attacks, but we do have people who are kind of like in different roles, right?
Yeah, for sure. So this being an RPG, battles are super, super important because it gives everybody XP. So before I get on this guy, I want to
the best.
show... I want to show the character builder. So Dee, as you had mentioned that when you battle, you get XP, and then those points you can actually put into each
Abilities.
character's like character trait, and you can dictate how you want that. So I actually need some work here because I hadn't put these in. Funny enough, but I'm increasing pep, which is something that I didn't talk, which is very key in battle. As you keep battling, the characters will get pepped up, and what pepped up does is that there'll be this blue aura around them, and it will increase their attack and defense. If multiple party members in my team are pepped up, I can execute some gnarly combo moves. And it does vary depending on which team members I have in my party.
But they're really cool to see, definitely.
Oh, they're so cool to see. I really, really like them. So
Let's get on this fly
More
ride.
importantly,
So this is so Slime Knight again was an enemy that was available in Dragon Quest XI, but now he's also a ride, and I look absolutely silly but awesome.
This is so great.
the knight's just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, and so I could also like take out, similar to the Great Saber Cat, I could also take out some weak enemies by just swinging my sword at them. But these guys are not weak. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna trigger a battle if I slash at them. So we're gonna
Just bounce away.
bounce away. Bounce away.
All right, so we made it to our destination.
Yeah.
We can go use the map. I'm like already reading all these things. I'm just paying attention too much to these little tips.
There's so much to this game. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
so deep.
absolutely. The game itself is already expansive enough, but now with the added content that's new to the definitive edition, it just adds a lot more time, a lot more new experiences. It's just such a great game.
It's an RPG lover's dream.
Yeah, I'm looking
It really
forward to
is.
trying different play styles too. From like I've seen you play this quite a bit, and now I'm interested to really play it myself and in different various ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what's also really cool about this game is that the worlds are just so the world is enormous. The cities are gorgeous, super detailed. I spent a lot of hours just exploring and interacting with all the characters just to see like what's going on. Another cool thing that I want to show before we keep moving on to is I'm going to open the quick commands, and some players might have noticed the fun size forge for those who have played Dragon Quest XI before. Now you can call it whenever you want to and not just at a campsite. So whenever you want to craft an item, you can do it. Just summon up the quick commands.
Pop out your pocket forge.
I know. It's fun size. You
Yeah.
just pull it out. So the cool thing about forging your own weapons is that you can keep recrafting it if you don't get the right stats that you want. You could also kind of see like how it ends up changing specific characters. So I'm actually going to try to build
make a
a shield. Yeah, I'm actually going to build a shield for Serena. Yes. And if I don't have the items in order to craft that weapon, I could always, I can buy those items. And the cool thing about the fun size forge is it plays like a mini game where I want to keep bashing it until I hit the green area. And I definitely want, if I hit it right where that little edge is, I get perfect stats. So I want to try to aim for that, but that was a little bit too hard of a hammer.
Oh, that was
Ooh,
good.
that's good.
All right, so that I got 2. Let's see.
Almost there.
Yeah.
We're watching with
Are
bated
you gonna
breath.
finish
I know,
there?
right? No, I think I'm gonna keep it this way because otherwise I'm
You
gonna
go
press my
over.
luck, and I just don't want
I was
I'm
gonna
feeling
say,
lucky,
go
but
for
not
it,
that
go
lucky.
for
She'll
it.
be grateful, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
New shield. Get. All right.
Success.
Perfect.
Success. Nice. So as you saw, like this scale shield +2, I was able to craft that. Usually at stores, you wouldn't be able to get those improved stats, so that's why it's definitely awesome to craft your own gear and weapons. The other thing too is every time that you craft something, you get these perfectionist pearls, and they're key items for you to rework and equip an item that you just didn't get those stats that you wanted, so you could just do it again.
Excellent.
So yeah, as I had mentioned, I was going to equip Serena, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There
Oh,
you
she didn't
go.
even have a shield.
Yeah, now she does.
Poor girl. All right, now we keep making our way. We're gonna go in here.
So we're gonna go ahead and enter the church. And the church and campsites are safe areas where players won't get attacked, but the also places where you'll save your game. But the other cool thing that I want to show here is switching to 2D mode. So you can't automatically switch to 2D mode. You have to go to these safe areas. But the other thing about switching between displays, and 2D mode is new to the definitive edition, is that it will start you at a chapter in the game, so not quite like a seamless one-to-one transition where you'll just pick up where you left off.
Correct.
So I'm go ahead and change right now. And so you'll see here that I actually had save files for
different
one for 2D,
playsets.
one for 3D, so then I just don't mess around with my progress. I'm actually gonna, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna switch over to another prepped up system.
Which is over there.
And
yeah. There we go.
we picked a specific save file to go back to Warriors Rest in. So this is it. This is what 2D mode looks like.
It's glorious.
It's like a completely different experience to the game.
Yeah,
so
for fans who've been playing this series for a long time, this is really special to be able to see these beautiful sprite graphics and experience this.
yeah, so here's the Tockle again. He's just chilling by the fire because I guess it's a little bit cold. So we're gonna walk out, and I just kind of want to show this world of how expansive it is, how you can collect items as well, a little sparkly shine, and I want to see if I can encounter an enemy here. So the thing,
music.
yeah, right? So in the 3D mode, again, encounters, you can actually see them, but when you switch to 2D mode, it goes back to the traditional gameplay style of it being completely like random encounters.
Yeah, this gives me flashbacks to those playing as a kid.
I know. Even just these menus and everything feels like home.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. You're definitely.
Destroying these
Ooh.
Hocus Chimeras. All
You are
right.
annihilating them.
So
too
I
strong,
could
too strong.
Yeah.
just for the sake of time again, I'm gonna actually zoom to Proto Valor rather than take Sylvando's glorious
the
ship.
little sound effects.
It's an awesome ability. Actually, the zoom ability is also in Super Smash
I was
Bros.
just gonna
Ultimate.
say that. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next part.
I love those nods. So look at how Proto Valor looks so different in 2D. Like it's so cool.
It's fantastic sprite work. You can see all the different colors as
Yeah,
well
really
that really make
beautiful.
it pop.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Casino.
yeah, let's just go into the casino. Why not?
Feeling lucky, aren't you?
It's like there's
This
all
music is so
it's
good.
hopping in here.
Yeah.
No pun.
No pun intended.
I
No
said it
pun
was hopping
intended.
in here, but there's no pun there. So
Well
I could
done.
That was my job, I
Well
thought.
done.
sorry. Dude. You know what? I'm not feeling incredibly lucky. I'm just gonna explore the town a little bit more and
You
see.
just wanted to make the hopping joke.
I know. No.
I mean, I ain't mad.
I was mad.
Oh gosh darn it. All right. So another really cool thing about 2D mode that I actually want to really show fans out there.
We're gonna go show the other part.
Yeah, we do. So I'm actually going to stop here and switch over to another system to show. So we talked about the Tockles. There is a purpose why they are in this world.
Mhm.
To be adorable.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The other reason is that they are the way for you to travel to past DQ worlds. In the 3DS version of this game that only released in Japan, there was a Street Pass dungeon that you would play as Tockles, and then at the end you would get the scroll that would unlock a past DQ world. That system has been reimagined by Square Enix to incorporate the Tockles more into the world. And so as you progress through the story, you'll interact with them and they'll give you a password. It's a playoff password. It's really clever. And so that password will give you a chapter of a world. So for example, the Altar of Origins is actually Dragon Quest 1.
Oh, wow.
And when I get a password, I will get one of these chapters here. So this is the Echo Chamber in the town of Tickington, which is the home of the Tockles. And they love playing pranks on humans because nobody can see them. But me being the Luminary, I can see and interact with them. And they love playing with time as well.
I love that old one right there.
Oh yeah,
With
the
the
little
beard.
cane and beard.
So
Yeah,
cute.
he's really cute. So in this Echo Chamber, all of these altars are past Dragon Quest world. So I interacted with one, but if you go counter or clockwise, yeah, sorry, you will go all the way up to 10. I'm gonna interact with the Altar of the Cursed King, which is Dragon Quest 8. And I'm actually going to go to Truding Castle to go scope out what's happening over there.
All right. This is where it
Going
gets
through
real.
time.
Yeah. The cool thing that I want to talk about with these worlds is not only do you get to see previews of past Dragon Quest worlds, they're all reimagined in 2D specifically for the definitive edition. And they have added content, so they have extra quests for you to go interact with and get items so you can use in your adventure. And it's super, super handy. It gives you that extra content for you to preview through. And so because the Tockles will appear at different points during your progress in the story, some of these quests or worlds that you're interacting with, they can be pretty hard.
I was just about to say, this is where it gets a bit of challenging.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a little bit towards later in the game, so it's a lot more challenging. But as you can see, I will get a Shamshir of Light, a reward, so super, super helpful.
And gosh, look at these beautiful sprite graphics. They're just so lovely. They really immerse you in this old school retro-styled world.
And the music. Okay, so I brought Eric back to my party because I love Eric just as much as you. And
These guys are brutal.
I know. I feel like I'm feeling a little bit lucky, but I don't know.
Let's see what
just
happens.
play it by ear. Go to sleep. No!
Yeah, take a little nap.
They got one of them.
Oh.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Yes.
We got one down.
This guy is like...
Nice dodge, though. So you didn't take that much damage.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. Serena, help, please.
So everyone right there was hit with multiple status effects. But it looks like we're still okay on health. So just going to keep going through it.
Press your luck.
I'm going to pow through this. Let's see. I'm going to go boom.
That's the strategy. Just keep at it.
Just throw magic at them.
Okay, 69 points, 75 points.
Got this.
Oh, come on.
Swish.
Go down.
Oh, come on.
I need to figure out why we're stuck in perpetual daylight because of it's stuck in perpetual daylight. The quest said that the person has asked me to figure out what's going on because without nighttime they can't use their magic to cure the world of what's happening. So I need to get there, but I'm not.
You got this.
Yeah, we believe.
But this is just to show like how challenging like some of these battles can get. So you
Hey,
definitely
okay, there we go.
One down.
Oh yes.
You
So
did it.
You definitely want to be prepared with all the armor and gear before you tackle some of this because look at the amount of experience
gonna
points
say.
that
You're
just
gold. So much gold.
That was just a regular fight.
Yeah, right. Imagine what the boss fight it's gonna be.
Nope. We're going to imagine what the next fight's going to be.
All right.
Oh,
them.
these guys. Okay.
They're sticking their tongue out at you. You can't let that fly.
Man, sassy. Everybody's sassy with me today. What is up with that? This should be tables reversed here.
They're all following Dee's
Oh
example.
my gosh.
Yeah.
My hero's not looking too good. I'm hoping Serena will. No.
Did you
Serena,
flinch
please.
too? So you skipped a turn. It looks like.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so that's the thing too that we didn't get a chance to see it, but when you're in ultra fast and in 3D visuals and you have these ailments, there's like a specific one that will cause the characters to dance. They're like jamming in the middle of the fight. It's really funny to watch, but yeah.
Oh. Eric. Go.
Eric saved the day, man.
Can you heal 11 before the next
Yeah.
battle?
Absolutely.
Because it's making me nervous.
We're nervous.
All right, I'll heal myself.
Okay.
You have a
That's
ton
better.
of MP left. You still have 206. So
No, I want to save it.
Teresa's an MP hoarder.
You got plenty.
Ooh.
Oh God,
this
these
could
guys
be
look.
hard.
Yeah, these guys
Okay.
are looking really, really hard.
I do remember the guys with the claws actually being really
Uh-huh.
tough from what we were saying. So this could be a challenge. So 64 points, boom. Veronica's coming in with these like really great spell casts. So
Okay, one down.
nice.
One down.
Nice.
Oh.
I take it all back.
Oh, quick
Veronica-
work.
Veronica, her MVP.
Well done.
Yes.
That was 5,000 experience.
My girl.
5,303 experience.
Go, go, go.
All right.
I love the anticipation of these old Dragon Quest games where you never know when an enemy's going to pop up and attack you.
It's my heart. My heart.
All right. So I practiced this, and so I knew exactly what the routing was, the ideal routing. So this is the dude that's actually causing perpetual daylight. So in order for me to bring back nighttime, I have to defeat the Mighty Dale.
the self-named mighty.
Yeah, right?
So himself name for sure.
Yeah. You are no match for the mighty Dale.
Oh, man.
So he's gnarly, and I actually don't want to battle him, so we're actually going to cut right here. Yes,
Save that for
You're
players.
playing
slime
that
knighting away right now. I'm just going to put that out there.
Bounce away. It's fine.
Oh, man. But yeah, this game is awesome, and there's so much content here, and it's coming out September 27, I believe, that we announced. So yeah, I can't wait for everyone, newcomers, Dragon Quest fans, and also Smash players that haven't played this game. You know, it's a fun game.
This is the perfect time to jump into this
yeah,
legendary franchise.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
especially because this is the definitive edition. So yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Teresa, Demetrius.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, the definitive edition. And next up, we're going to take a look at Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. So stick around.